everybody. Welcome to another G.Gurus podcast. I'm Sample Rage from Killjoy Video, and I'm extremely exhausted, so sorry if I do not participate as so much. I've been really tired from Comic-Con, and Halloween's coming up, so we have a Halloween episode for you. We have the infamous Loudman.
I wouldn't go with infamous, but hi.
We have the scary Northerner, Grave Kid.
Yeah, okay, I'm scary. Anyways, hey guys.
Canada. We have the Boo-tastic Blue Neon Pinky, also known as Jesse.
Booberry.
Booberry. We have something Jimmy, Nintendo fan, for the win.
Hola.
And we have a special guest, one of our fans, Zach. And I just met Zach because I've been kind of away from the Gurus for a while. And hey, Zach, say hi, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Zach from Zach Pseudo Productions.
The way you say Zach, you're just like Zach.
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 Yeah, like I said, we have a Halloween episode, and Loudman, give us our topic.
Well, today I figure because it's a Halloween topic, we talk about cute, cuddly, and scary things about, video game Easter eggs, glitches, things that seem out of place in games, and just all in general spooky stuff.
Oh, okay. So I know scary moments in gaming or whatever, or just even in games that weren't meant to be scary. And the first thing I can think of is Half-Life 2. If you played Don't Go to Ravenholm, that was one of the scary segments in gaming because you had zombie head crabs coming at you, and like you came out of nowhere the level, and it was just super scary. Just you hear them howling in the back, and like oh, and like they chase you and they're knocking doors down. It was great. But who has a story? Jimmy has a story.
Oh, wait. Okay. So, I know everyone's probably heard Lavender Town. I mean, it's just so funny how out of place it is. You're in this happy-go-lucky world where you're raising these cute little creatures, and then all of a sudden you come to this town that's all kind of out of the way, I guess, and you have this creepy tower that's all Pokemon being buried, which is kind of strange because you're burying them into a tower, so you're burying them into the floorboards. But besides that, it's still a rather off-putting place when you think about it. But I'm sure everyone knows about Lavender Town.
Yeah.
I don't. Can you explain it to me and to the viewers who might not know?
Okay. Well, Lavender Town is a town, obviously, in Pokemon Red and Blue, and it appears again in Gold and Silver, but it's less scary in that. It's more just ominous. The town is basically a giant graveyard, and there's lots of references to the supernatural in it. There are characters that will ask you if you believe in ghosts, and if you say no, they say, oh, I guess the white hand on your shoulder is nothing. And also, you're haunted throughout your trip through the Pokemon Tower by a dead Marowak.
That's creepy as hell.
Yeah, and the music's pretty weird, too.
It is. I'm trying to think. Grave Kid has to say something.
Yeah, no, I said a 5-second thing, really. Just one of the things that comes to mind when I think of that is probably the boss in Metal Gear Solid. Can't remember his name for the life of me. That's why I was hoping Josh, you could tell me.
Okay. I said I wouldn't talk that much, but everyone knows on the G.Gurus that I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan.
Yes, we do.
You can't promise that you're not going to talk about Metal Gear Solid.
I can't. I'm sorry. It's kind of like my Power Rangers.
Like Jimmy can't promise that he doesn't talk about Pokemon every.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, shucks.
Continue, Josh.
One of the topics everyone knows about Metal Gear Solid, and one of the best Easter eggs. It wasn't even an Easter egg because like you don't have to find it. Because it's just in this... Well, actually, you can find it. If you're playing Psycho Mantis in Metal Gear Solid 1 from PlayStation 1, or you're playing on the Twin Snakes version on GameCube, and I think it actually doesn't happen in the HD collection, so I'm sorry to any fans. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But if you play Castlevania, or you play on the GameCube, you play Mario Kart, Psycho Mantis is a boss who is psychic. And in the cutscene, he'd be like, I hear you like Castlevania. And like, or I hear you play Silent Hill or something, And it was like, what? Like, he can read your memory card? Like, it was just so engaging and immersive to have it in the story and really actually freak you out. It was very immersive. And another thing about it is rumble control was pretty new at the time in the PS1. and he'll be like, "Put your controller down." You're like, "Okay." You put it down, and it shakes. It shakes, and you're thinking like you didn't expect that. The thing rumbles, but they're finding out innovative ways to use the shaking DualShock controls, and it was very creepy. It was honestly one of the best hidden gems in classic gaming, I think. And I'm talking too much, and I want to hear from Zach, one of our guests.
Hey,
He kinda-
Nice.
one of the creepiest things I think is those monkey people from Halo 3. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I think I
Uh,
do.
yes.
I've never encountered them. I don't play Halo too much, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, that was a weird thing to climb up the rocks and see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Well.
scared me so badly.
Dude, just go on YouTube if anyone's watching and listening. Just go on YouTube and type in Halo 3 monkey Easter egg, monkey people Easter egg, and they're like Bigfoot family in the rocks, and it's just creepy, honestly.
Oh no! What the fuck?
Oh,
I wanna
another
know what the fuck Dead Hand is doing in Ocarina of Time. That shit is fucking creepy. That shit is fucking. So many goddamn numbers. Okay, story
Is
time.
it in
story time, story
Ocarina
time.
or Majora?
Ocarina?
Well,
Now listen to me straight. All right, this is back when I was about 6 or 7 years old. We've had Ocarina of Time for years, and my brother beat it a long time ago. So I thought, oh well, now that I'm actually old enough to understand what the fuck is going on in the video game, I'm gonna try and play this game myself. So I started playing it. I'm getting pretty far, and then I reached goddamn Dead Hand, and it's about, I don't know. This is kind of the age where staying up late was cool, and not really much of you just got to do it. So I freaking stay up till 2 in the morning playing Ocarina of Time, and I'm fighting Dead Hand, and I hear all these fucking weird ass noises in my house, and I'm just freaking out. My hands are shaking. I drop my controller. I'm just like, what the? Well, I don't curse back then. This is just my mindset. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? So I walk outside my door. I hear this loud bang, like that, and I cradle into my bed and start to just shake.
cry and suck his thumb,
No, I don't cry.
and he's
I don't-
calling for his mommy.
And then I found out that my brother fell off our spiral stairs.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I know I already went, but this is not really scary, but it's more creepy and ominous. Is the Ratman dens?
Oh,
in,
don't even give me
in the Portal series.
Oh my god.
I love those.
Oh my God, they weren't so much creepy for me as in such an awesome
It's
Easter egg.
intriguing.
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean the freaking the
They're at the
voices
time.
that you hear in that secret
Yeah.
room. It's just.
They're
Have you heard the
mumbles.
decoded? It's decoded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't
did.
heard
What he says is just so creepy.
I haven't heard that. Now I got to go back and look for it.
Shout out to the
Man.
sticky puddle. Sticky paddle. He did a whole overrun of that.
Really, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
His videos
And
are great.
If any
This
of you
is-
have played
okay.
Skyward Sword, there's a side quest involving one of the characters giving a love note, and if you give it to a ghost, the ghost will haunt the character.
I
who
found that
gave the
freaking
love note.
hilarious. I didn't even find that creepy. I just found that
It's
freaking
hilarious, but it's also depressing because
Yeah,
you
it
pretty
is.
much ruined his life.
I know this is actually an Easter egg I just thought of. Back when I got my PS1, my brother got it, and I watched him play. I played Tomb Raider 1. And if you go into the temples, you'll find mummies. Not like a walk around mummy. You'll find mummies that are wrapped up in bondage and everything that are like 4 feet tall. And at the time, the technology, these things weren't 3D. So whichever way you stood, the flat texture would follow you to make, because the developers did not want you to see a flat texture, and they're trying to make it appear 3D. So it appeared that the mummies that were wrapped up, would follow you and stare at you any direction you went, and it was really creepy back in the time. I think it even is still creepy because it's they just have the big eyes and they just stare at you and everything. Oh, I love it.
Loudman, do you have any great gaming horror stories or anything like that, or Easter eggs that you've discovered that are really fucking creepy?
Nothing's ever really scared me in video games. I don't really get scared in games, unfortunately. One day I will, but not yet. But I do have an Easter egg of mine, which is one of my favorites, which I think Josh will enjoy very well.
Mm.
Metal Gear Solid 3, after you get captured by, what's his name? Vulcan?
Bolgan and Metal Gear Solid
Volgan.
3.
Yep. In Granite and Gorky, you get captured and you're put in a jail cell and interrogated, much
Mm.
like in Metal Gear Solid 1. And, well, if you decide to take a break in the middle of your, term of imprisonment,
Yeah, if you
If
see.
you- yep, you save and you quit. And you say, I'm going to continue Metal Gear Solid 3 tomorrow because it's such a great game. I'm going to go ahead and do that. You open your game up tomorrow. You get home from work. You're all ready. You're a little bit tired, and you load up your game. Next thing you know, a bunch of big, huge, bloody demons are rushing after you, and you are not Snake. You're some anime dude with chain whip swords, and you just go on a hacking spree. And if you kill enough, you turn into a demon, and everything just gets even more bloodier from there. It's a really good way to freak you out, because you're expecting Snake to
Yeah,
wake up in a cell.
it's really
And
creepy. Yeah, and I remember playing that for the first time. Someone mentioned it, and I was like, I don't believe it. So I played the game. I did it, and the game was fun because you're just slaughtering these like asylum brutes in this like weird prison cell area, and it's in like black and white, and it was like Kojima trying another game style. And I'm trying to think of any game now kind of matches it. I mean, I think it was kind of
Nanobreaker.
Nanobreaker, or it kind of felt like if you play now Castlevania Lords of Shadows, it was kind of like him trying it. Yeah, it was very God of War, Dante's Inferno style. Dante's Inferno actually was it wasn't scary. I got sick actually playing it. I played it and it's just disgusting. I almost threw up playing it.
On a side note,
Disgusting.
we're going to have a discussion on the next Castlevania, or on the Castlevania reboot, because I'm very upset about it. But that's for a future discussion. Just saying.
All
Yeah.
right, and I understand Gravehead has a story, but I'm gonna. You can go after me because I got something. The first time I played Sonic CD. All right.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Now, I didn't know Sonic would freaking commit suicide if you don't touch the controller for long enough. He'd literally jump off a cliff. You'd get the game over screen, and the game over music in that game is fucking creepy. Did anyone ever hear the game over music in Sonic CD?
I have.
It's fucking creepy.
Sonic pretty much says peace out and he leaves because you
Yep.
bored him so much, and then
He just killed himself and just.
I'm
He doesn't
sorry,
kill
but
himself,
the most
he hops
creepy
away.
thing in Sonic.
No, he doesn't hop away. He jumps off the cliff into death.
Well, he jumps into the foreground.
yeah.
You have to agree, the creepiest thing in every Sonic game is the drowning theme. That will send anyone into a panic attack.
Oh
Worst
my
waking alarm
god.
ever.
I thought it was really creepy when Gerald Robotnik would do his little monologue in the prison cell in the end of Sonic Adventure 2. I always thought that was really creepy.
Also, the boss music in the North American version of Sonic CD is really fucking creepy. It's just like, I didn't expect this in a happy-go-lucky Sonic game. It just gets all dark and evil and sadistic. Oh my god, it's just.
Have you guys ever played Silent Hill 1?
Of course I have. I have a Silent Hill tattoo, okay?
Oh my god, we have to get a picture of that and put that in the video overlay.
Silent Hill's dead now. There's.
No, okay,
Yeah.
it is dead. Kojima is actually rebooting it, so I'm kind of happy.
Thank God, it needs a reboot.
I know it really needs, especially with his success with Castlevania: Lords of Shadows, which honestly it is a success. I'm not an old Castlevania fan. I like the new one. My friend, who's a really
Wait,
big
the new beat 'em up style one?
yeah, my
That
friend
was
really-
disgusting. Ugh.
I like it.
Hey.
Anyway, we'll talk about that
Anyway,
later. Castlevania
anyway,
episode later.
We can talk about that later. Anyway, my friend who's a big Castlevania fan of the old stuff, like just Simon's Quest and all that, he loved the new one, honestly.
Because he
But
loves
that-
Simon's Quest, which sucked.
Maybe I'll have him on as a guest star because I know he would love to talk. He actually listens to our podcast, my friend, and he only told me recently.
The only
and-
the best one is Super Castlevania 4 on the Super Nintendo. Hands down, that's the best one.
Symphony of the Night.
I think
Tell me
Grave
about-
Kid has
Symphony
something.
of the Night is so
wants to share.
overrated.
But that is true. Grave Kid does have a story for us.
Yes.
Oh, great kid.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say this because I'm pretty sure that more than half of us here would agree with this. I don't consider this a horror game at all, but the only thing is I always, no matter what, I was always scared of that damn moon in Majora's Mask. I
Yes.
don't
Yes.
care.
Me
I don't
too.
care what you say. It wasn't supposed to be a horror game, but that moon gave me nightmares.
You want to know a childhood story about Majora's Mask? All right.
I
Majora's
got a
Mask
ton.
generally just scared me for a while because I just thought the transformations were creepy. I thought everything overall was just really depressing. Now it's probably one of my favorite Zelda games,
It
but
is my favorite.
when I was little,
Have
I
you
was too afraid to
seen the-
play it. I was just like, no.
Can we judge it as the scariest Zelda game?
Have you seen the
Probably.
Ben Drown
Yeah.
story?
Now, let me tell you something about me playing Majora's Mask when I was little.
I'll go after you,
What if
Jesse.
Brave Kid had a story first?
We now, yeah, he was.
I'll let him go first.
Okay.
All right,
Go ahead, Jesse.
well, all right, well, this is a couple of years before I started playing Ocarina because my brother, we apparently got Ocarina, Majora's Mask before we ever got Ocarina of Time, because my brother, beat Ocarina of Time at a friend's house a long time ago. So we got Majora's Mask, and he told me everything about it, like it's a sequel to Ocarina of Time. It's like, ooh, and I started playing it, and I literally would just constantly tell my brother, like, can I please leave the room now? This is fucking scaring me. And I was like, no, you gotta play this. You gotta play it. Seriously, just let me stop. This is creepy as hell. I had nightmares for about maybe like 2 or 3 weeks from how scary that game was in the beginning. It was just later on, it's actually okay, but it's now the beginning is just fucking horrifying.
Yeah, like I'll just go on from there. Like when this first came to light for me was probably, I want to say, grade 6 up here. I don't know what that is down there for you guys, but I was going over to a friend's house because he was the one that played the Zelda games originally. I never even touched one until this point. I had heard of Majora's Mask. I had heard of Ocarina of Time. I never played them yet because at this point I was just scared of almost anything. If it jumped out at me, that was the end. But yeah, no, don't do that. But anyways, not anymore at least. But anyways, conveniently it was a Friday night. I had decided that I was going to stay at his house, and we stayed up till well, this was late to me at this point. I stayed there till 10 o'clock. All right, I know that's not late anymore, but I stayed there till 10 o'clock till it was really, honestly, quite dark. It was because it was on a different time or whatever, like normal, and it was the first time I had seen Majora's Mask played at all, and the very first thing I noticed was that damn moon. And of course, I was sitting on my friend's couch, like I was trying not to make it very obvious, but you could see my legs shaking. That's how scared of that moon I was originally. And then on top of that, the antagonist. Shut up, Josh. The antagonist, obviously, Skull Kid in Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask always scared me. I always thought he was really creepy.
Oh, you mean
Like,
Skull Kid?
Skull Kid, no, Majora's Mask in general.
Skull
Just the
Kid's
mask
laugh.
itself.
Skull Kid's laugh gave me nightmares. It would laugh. It would
That's true,
constantly loop in my head, like in my dreams. It would just.
Yeah, no, I hate it. For the longest time, I hated that game. The only other thing is, what added insult to injury was, all right, we got this creepy guy with a mask. The mask's scary. There's a moon up there that has a face that looks like it's gonna eat me. Okay? Get lost.
Fuck you, Jimmy. Fuck you.
Anyways, and then third thing, you have 3 days to do everything. Remember, at this point, I had never played it, and I didn't know you could reverse time. So I always thought, oh God, I gotta get stuff done. I gotta get stuff. You get excited because you're on a time limit. And ever since I've seen that first day, and then I had to walk home that night. All right, and my house was about only almost a half an hour away. So it was probably one of the worst walks I ever had.
I think we should just blame Canada for that.
I think you shouldn't.
No,
Okay, so
really knows.
that's the end of my story.
I've been typing to Grave Kid, calling him a bitch for 6. I'm sorry. I
You
shouldn't
suck.
really. I'm sorry. It was just so funny because you were like intensely like, dude, I was just so scared, and then at the bottom it just, bitch. It's just.
All right.
Yeah, no,
I'm
but no, it
sorry.
was everything everything I
Yeah.
just said was completely true though. I'm not even.
Yeah, yeah, I
No.
understand.
No.
Oh, not it's not really a game. Just really quickly, has anyone seen Pee Wee Herman's Great Adventure?
Oh, God.
Tell
Yeah.
him
Does-
Marge
yeah,
sent ya.
so large, Mark. That part scared the crap out of me. And my brother, I closed my eyes. I tell him like, "Tell me when it's over," and he'd say, "It's over." I open my eyes, and it's the part where her eyes just jump out, and I would get so
Found
fucking
her.
scared.
She
Also,
looked like this.
tell him large Marge sent you. Yeah, it just I don't know. I just had to bring that up because it really scared me. It's, especially with
Pokemon-
ET too. It was
The
also
Pokemon Litwick is actually pretty creepy. If you read its Pokedex entries, it sucks the life energy out of its prey. And they actually showed this in one of the episodes of the recent Pokemon anime. And I think Team Rocket befriends one of them, and throughout the whole episode, it shows them getting weaker and weaker until they're almost complete, like, lifeless husks of their former selves. It's really creepy. I don't know.
There's a scary moment in if you no one's really played this game, I don't think. It's called Singularity. Came out about 3 years ago.
I think I've heard of it. I've never played
Yeah, I bought it. I started doing Let's Play on my channel for it. I have to edit some more parts, but you can reverse time and stuff on with this like hand cannon thing. I don't even know what to call it. And it was really creepy because like you can actually like age people into dust of their skeleton, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I wonder what I do the opposite. So I do the opposite. I was like, oh, that'd be really creepy if they turn into a baby. And I turned the guy into like this walking abomination, like mummy, and they just chase you. And it's like, why would I even do that? Why would I turn him into something worse and let him attack me? Why? It's just such. It's not a broken system, but it's like a mini Easter egg. It's like, why do that? Just, yeah. Another Grave Kids mentioning in the
No,
chat
I
about
actually
the
have-
Nemesis
I actually have a
from
small-
Stars.
No, we can
Yes.
actually go into just generic technology, like scary computer stories or stuff like that, because me and
Oh.
Loudman have a great one.
You have a good one about Slender when we first started our channels. Your computer crashed after you
Oh
got.
yes, okay. I
Oh,
was playing.
wow.
I was playing Slender, right? And it was me and Grave Kid.
Yeah,
No,
probably.
Yeah, it was me and him. He was
And me-
he was commentating. We were recording. I literally die. The game crashes. Then Skype crashes. Then Windows Explorer crashes. Then I get a blue screen and my computer just crashes. And I had to turn it off and reset it. And oh my god, it was.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was a part of the game because
And
once
then
the,
after that, a blackout.
yeah, he had
That's
I'm
a
being dead
Fucking
serious.
weird.
After that, a fucking blackout, a power outage happened, like a quick one, just like done.
yeah, that was man, good times playing that Slender game. I have to replay it. I missed that game. I have it on my computer, I think.
Well, all right. Well,
I don't know. I want to congratulate Jimmy on his success, like literally overnight.
again.
Have to because Jesus Christ, man, 4,600 and counting.
Because he
Thank
was
you.
touched by TGS.
Touched. Where did they touch you? Like, can you show us on the doll?
No.
You're too scared. Man. Geez, man. Like, just your success. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I was
guess.
I was hoping to what do you call it? I was hoping to have that success overnight with my New York Comic Con stuff, and sadly, it's not happening. But anyway, let's talk to who wanted to talk.
He says let Oddman go.
Oh man.
I did remember something. One time when I did get scared from a video game, Silent Hill 2, which is actually probably the scariest in the series in my opinion. It has the best music and ambient effects. But the
First
one part that got me, when you're in the prison, you're basically exploring, going around, doing your thing, being James, and not murdering your wife. Anyway, you're checking out this one bathroom, and you pick up like a little bit. I think it's ammo and a health kit or something like that, and you're just looking around, nothing else of interest. And you look at the door, and one of the doors are closed in the bathroom. And you knock on the stall, and guess there's no one in there, but it seems like there's someone breathing. And you're like, okay, I'm just gonna pick up these things and leave. So you go, and it's right before you get in front of the door, right before you even think of pressing the button to leave, you just hear a big thud. Just hit that one door and a loud scream. I think I exited that room faster than any other room possible. Possibly so hard that I overheated the Xbox I was playing on. And it's one of those really big, huge Xboxes, so it is possible to overheat it just by pressing a button. But that did get me. That did get me.
I'm trying to think of other scary
Now, I
ones.
have one. It's just a computer story. Me and Loudman. I want to tell this one, Loudman.
Go for it.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Don't worry. Me and Loudman were trying to record something for our channel, our collab channel. And after we were done, Loudman played back the file, the audio file. And all it ended up being was 1 minute and 59 seconds or something like that of just constant dog growling and just creepy ass shit.
Yeah. Oh, I have a really quick story when
And
you're done.
I still have that file. I still have that file. So if you guys
I
want
don't.
it,
Nope.
yeah.
I got a really quick story. I was playing Silent Hill. I have the I have it on the
Don't say
PSN.
HD remix. Don't say HD remix.
No. I had Silent Hill 1 on the PSN. I have an original copy somewhere, but anyway, I'm playing it, and this was actually a glitch that actually turned out really, really scary. I'm near the end of the game where you're in this hallway, and each door leads to another setting within the game. So you can go through a door and end up in a carnival. You go back through the other door, you end up in a school, and it's just like really mind-bending because back in the PS1, that you never experienced anything like that. Like mind-bending games that just like it reminds me of LSD. I know Jesse did a bunch of games like that.
Fucking LSD is no. It
No.
was LSD that crashed my computer. It was LSD. It wasn't Slender. It was LSD.
Finish. Anyway, basically, I start shooting this creature because I come back through a door and I didn't expect anything. It's right in your face. So I start shooting. There's no sound coming out of the gun. Yet the creature, you hear the flesh getting hit from the creature, and it's like, "Arr!" and it's like getting hit and dying. And I was like, I went to my brother. I'm like, was that a glitch or was that in the game? He's like, no, I think that was a glitch. I was like, that just added to the game though. That one glitch because like you just have no sound coming out of a gun. All you hear is your footsteps and a creature getting hit and dying. Like it was just creepy as hell. But I know Brave Kid wanted to tell a story.
All right. I can get for sure. I can get you, Josh, to help me out on this one. All right. I'm known for Resident Evil, obviously, and Resident Evil 3 has got to have one of the most scary enemies in the whole freaking series. There's nobody, in my opinion, that outmatches Nemesis.
Yes.
Because he doesn't just stop once. He follows you the whole game.
Yeah, he stalks you the whole game, and he'll show up. And the best thing is the camera angles, because like it's not third person; it's like in the corner camera angles, like you're playing from a security camera, and he won't be in sight. He'll just start walking down the street, and he'll come out of nowhere and attack you and like grab you by the throat. Just have no warning, and it was one of the best games to be scared. Like, I don't know if you agree with me on
All right,
that.
today
The
we've
only-
got something a little
like
bit
I said, the
different for
only
you,
the
something
only
special.
thing I
We have
remember
an
doing.
interview
Okay,
with Austin
I
Handel,
one night.
project
Okay,
lead
this
at
was
Overshoot.
like 2 a.m. I'm gonna say ish here. All right, I was playing Resident Evil 3 on my PSP because I conveniently had bought it the night before or the day. And this was 2 in the morning ish. I want to say, and I had seen him once, and I think it's the second or third time you see him. You're walking through a kitchen, and he breaks in the door behind you, and you can't control Jill or anything. She just backs up into a counter. It's like, holy shit, he just came through the door. What am I gonna do? And there's nothing there for you to do it. You can't shoot him because it doesn't do anything. You feel so helpless because this thing is coming towards you, and you can't do anything to it because it doesn't die.
Oh, what about the first encounter with a liquor?
Lickers, they're
That-
pretty creepy too.
the first encounter you have with him, you hear something scratching. Like I don't even know how. I can't even make the sound, but you just hear scratching like on a chalkboard outside a window in a hallway in the police station. And you're like, what the hell is that? And you just see like these weird frog legs disappear. And then when you're walking down the hallway another time, it just crashes through a window and like sucks its tongue. Face. It was so scary. That was Resident Evil 2, yeah.
No, I don't think we should all play it again.
But honestly,
Jordan.
like I said, I'm just gonna say, like, Resident Evil 3 was the scariest Resident Evil, in my opinion, just because of Nemesis. Resident Evil 1, you had normal zombies, all right? There was one really creepy zombie that I really hated in that game, but it wasn't as scary as Nemesis. Resident Evil 2, it's still normal zombies, but there's nothing like Nemesis. Again, Resident Evil 3, you get Nemesis, and Nemesis just follows you. There's no one to stop him. You can't stop him.
You can
He's
fight
like-
him off, but he'll run away and come back later.
Oh, you can down him and get items and stuff.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do anything. He just gets back up anyways.
No,
So-
he's down. I've went through it. I replayed it like 3 times on my PSP once, and I actually successfully downed him each encounter. Every time he either
I know
flees or just falls down, and then you get like grenades or a health thing.
But he comes back. That's what I'm saying, though. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
you really can't kill him. He always comes back.
Oh, I'll always come back.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
So,
That was the
I-
scary part because I thought like, oh, I'm glad that's gone, and then later he came back, like my first playthrough with my brother, and it was so spooky.
I just love like you're like, oh, okay, Nemesis is gone. Oh, sweet! I've been looking for this key. This key's so important. I've been waiting to get this key so I can solve a puzzle. Boom! Oh shit, Nemesis.
where did he come from? Seriously. I thought I killed him before. And the other I want to mention right now, who's played Resident Evil 1 here?
I have.
I have.
Okay, I don't know if you guys will recognize this name, but Lisa Trevor.
Sounds familiar.
Okay, well, did Loudman or Zach, do you guys recognize that name?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'll wrap this up really quickly. In Resident Evil 1, you go out to this shelter out back of the mansion, all right? And you're in there, you deal with all the stupid plant and all that stuff. Okay? So you're going to go back to the mansion, and as you open the door, your character gets knocked out, and you see what it is, and it's this thing with these handcuff those wooden handcuff blocks.
Yeah.
It just beats you over the head with the handcuff blocks, and it's like, holy shit, what the fuck just happened? Did I just die?
Oh, I got a question. Anyone ever play Half-Life 1 and beat it?
Yeah, of course.
I never beat it.
Okay, remember
Don't
Half-Life
spoil
1?
anything.
No, I'm not spoiling it. It's an enemy type. And I'm not talking about the zombies with the crab head zombies. There are always different types of zombies in the world. But do you remember the super fast ninjas? The leather suit ladies?
Yep.
Oh, man. They were scary when you first encountered because all you hear was quick, fast walking. Like,
Yeah, they didn't
you would
really
just
scare
hear
me. Just
and you're just like,
put
what
me
the
on
hell
edge.
is? Yeah, you're like, what the hell is that? And like, but it would get scary because like you'd be trying to go through an area, and if you're not quick enough, they shoot you, and you shoot back at them, and they just speed off as quick as they get.
Luckily, they-
And like it was just like the first time you play it, and then eventually it's just frustrating because you with quick save you just keep trying to get through a certain area, and they just pop out of nowhere. And it's just scary. And I think we have to give respect. I don't know if we're going to talk about this, but respect to Pyramid Head, of course, when he's chasing James down the hallway to the elevator in Silent Hill 2. We got to give respect to him. We got to give respect to another scary character, Slenderman, of course. And if anyone can think any mentions, because I want to mention some scary characters, even if we don't talk about it.
Let's see. Well, basically anyone involved in any Suda 51 game. Who else are scary people worth mentioning? I'm just gonna pull up my Steam library and just go down.
I can't even. I can't really think of any at the moment. I'm kind of.
Well, someone who doesn't get a lot of love, Voltiel from Silent Hill 3 doesn't get a lot of love. He's also one of the gods, He doesn't get any love. Everyone wants Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head,
He's a little overrated, I think, but he's props.
he only belongs to James, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he really does.
Now, I was gonna say Silent Hill Revelation's gonna suck.
Probably.
Okay, well,
It looks like an action.
Looks like an action movie.
I'm gonna rent it from Redbox or
They
you know.
made Pyramid Head not scary. How do you do that?
Honestly, in the first movie, he wasn't even a major part of it. He was in like one segment, and they're like, "Look, you called out the demon," and they run into a church, and that's it. And honestly, Silent Hill movie, the first one, is probably the best video game rendition done to date.
Hitman.
Not well, the Hitman, I feel like they could have done better.
Super Mario Brothers.
Oh
kidding.
God,
I'm kidding.
okay, that's scary for another reason. But I actually enjoyed that movie for what it was, not for I found it fun to tell. I'm trying to think. Oh, anyone watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Mm-hmm.
I remember at the end with the villain when he's like, "I killed your brother," and his voice goes really high. Pop out like Christopher Lloyd's eyes pop out. That was just scary.
That scene where he put the shoe in
Yes.
in the barrel, that scared me as a kid.
It did too. I actually got Roger Rabbit signed by Christopher Lloyd at Comic-Con a couple of days ago, and I'm like, oh man, it was so nice to meet him, and I should have that video up eventually. Shameless plug. And now we're gonna edit that, and I just don't want to do it. But, God damn it. Anyway, we gonna wrap up this podcast, or is anyone else?
Zach didn't really get to talk much. That's.
Oh, we had a full house.
I know
Yeah.
we went through everyone. I don't think we can add anything for scary. Oh, we can go with Easter eggs.
Yeah, like
I was gonna say for scary people, I was gonna say Gygus from Earthbound.
fucking yes.
Good one.
Thank
Like
you.
that used to scare me so much. And pretty much everybody, like all the enemies from Earthbound, because they just pop up out of nowhere.
Well, he's like a really interesting character too. If you like know the whole story, you know.
Gygus doesn't
Yeah, like-
have a physical form. He's literally just an entity.
Well, he
Yeah.
did have a physical form.
He did, but not now. So everyone made this like fan-made like sort of kind of like the what was her name in Ocarina of Time? Fucking that Princess Ruto. Everyone pretty much based like what Gygus really looks like as like a lookalike to Princess Ruto. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's a Zora, not a ghost.
Yeah, it looks like Princess Ruto and like fucking something Mick. I don't know.
Oh, can we move into a topic of well, hold on, Jimmy's writing some. Jimmy, speak up. You don't have to type it.
Oh no, I was just gonna type something about like the intro music.
Oh,
I'll type it later.
no, can we talk about? I know we talked about gaming, but we love pop culture. Let's talk about what segment in a movie that wasn't meant to be scary that actually scared you.
Oh, I got a lot of those.
Yeah, I know. Like I mentioned the large Marge was actually meant to be scary, but just something that wasn't meant to scare you actually scared you. Jesse, go ahead.
Okay, let me think for a second. Fuck.
He just had a ton, and you're blind.
I damn it. There's just so many. I just can't remember. Hold on. Just give me some time. Like just.
E.T. used to scare me.
No, that didn't scare me really much. But now.
The elephants, the pink elephants.
The pink elephants? LSD. I love that elephant. I know Jesse does.
What? Kilo?
The elephant.
Kilo the elephant.
You know the elephant?
Kilo the elephant. I always end up seeing him in every episode.
I know. You're like, oh my god, it's the elephant. He was spooky. Oh,
Fucking
What
the
about-
Gray Man in LSD.
just talk about the Gray Man. Like,
No.
he was spooky.
Now, I was playing LSD. It was LSD, not Slender. The LSD. Grant was in the call. Grant was commentating. All right, we were sitting there playing LSD, and all of a sudden the Gray Man popped right in front of me. I jumped, flipped my keyboard over, and then after that, the game crashed. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll have to end it here. And then after that, Skype crashed, and then pretty much just everything crashed, got a blue screen, and that's when it wasn't Slender, it was LSD. That's just a small mention. Now, what were you saying?
I don't even know. Oh, no, you ever see Mousetrap? No, Mouse Hunt.
No.
Nathan Lane, and they had the house, that that their grandfather left them when they left them a string factory, and the mouse is like sabotaging them.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah,
I think I know
I
what you're
love
talking
that
about.
movie.
Christopher Walken's in it, and he's
Great
like,
movie.
yeah. Now it actually scared the hell out of me when I was little because I went to see it in theaters with my dad and my brother. And at the beginning, the mayor goes to Nathan Lane's restaurant, and he's eating lobster, and he's like, "Oh, this lobster's really crunchy." And his daughter's like, "Ew, there's a cockroach," and they stab him with the fork and lift it up, and there's only half of it. And the girl's like, "Dad, where's the other half?" Turns out he ate it. He ate the other half of the cockroach. And I, like the whole movie, I had my hand over my mouth, and there was like a fly in the movie theater buzzing around, and I was just staring at it. I didn't even watch the movie. I was just so grossed out by the idea of a guy eating half a cockroach and not even knowing it. And the character died afterwards.
And it was
The
worse because he was fat.
yeah, he was also fat, and it's funny. He went to a restaurant after having like a triple bypass surgery, and then he went to have lobster.
And then, seriously, like, and all those gurgling noises were happening, like he was about to puke. Ugh.
I know, it's so funny. Like now it's on Netflix and I watched it, but like that was so funny. So funny.
I think you were thinking about Mouse Hunt.
Yeah, I corrected myself. It is Mouse
Oh,
Hunt.
okay. Yeah, I've seen that movie.
And that part scared the crap out of me. It wasn't meant to be scary.
I remember it being called Mousetrap because I have the movie on VHS, but
It's Mouse Hunt. It is. I always confuse it, but I'm trying to think of other movies that were not meant to be scary and they scared us.
there's
Like
some I have, but I just can't remember at the moment.
oh, recently this actually scared the crap out of me. The remake of King Kong by Peter Jackson. Remember when they
Yes.
lift with bugs, and the chef guy's trying to save his Chinese friend, and all these like tentacle
Oh, I hate that part. Oh my god.
like stuck on his arms, and then his head, and they're like eating him alive,
Oh my.
and they look like the barnacles from Half-Life 1 and 2. That scared the crap out of me when I was little. Like
When I was little, I watched Howl's Moving Castle, and I thought the transformation when I haven't seen it in a long time, so I forget a lot of the characters' names. But I remember the female protagonist. She becomes an old woman. I don't know why. I just thought that was really strange and
Now-
kind of creeped me out.
it did. It really did. I
I have
remember
something
that.
to say.
Go ahead.
Give me a second. I'm chewing.
Yes, we have time to wait for you to chew.
I will make you have time. Okay. What was really fucking dicks? I'm not eating cheese anymore. That makes you forget my memory.
That go while Jesse chews.
You know
All
what's-
right, so what I was gonna say is on King Kong, the new remake of it, when he goes to give that little girl the chocolate, you guys
Yes.
remember that part? That part just scared me so
Oh.
badly because
Now
she
I
like
remember.
bites his hand,
Oh
and
yeah.
then all the people come out.
Yeah, but it was like kind of funny right after he does it. But then the grandmother, shaman woman, she's like Kong, and that was scary as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
now I remember what I was going to say. In the newest Indiana Jones movie, which sucked, by the way, the part where they were fighting on top of that rock with all those cow ants just like swarming around them, and that dude fell in. It was, I hate that part. He was just like all of it getting in his mouth, nose, and eyes. I was like, oh my god, one bite of those things will kill you. I was like, ugh.
Oh, you know what? Oh man, that was a good movie. Oh, Lord of the Rings. When Bilbo sees the ring, I think it's in episode 1 of it, and Bilbo just like he hisses at Frodo, but his face changes.
Give it to me.
Yeah, that scared the crap out of me, and I had nightmares for that for like a week.
I had nightmares of the orcs from Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, the orcs were also very. I love those. Can't wait for
I
that.
may add.
But
I never really found like a horror movie that really like scared me, but one that's like a really good like what did I just watch type of movie. I highly recommend The Naked Lunch.
I'll have to look that up.
It's a good movie. Just gonna keep you guessing what's going on. What am I watching?
Naked.
That's a good one to look up.
Can you give us the synopsis for the people? 91.
Basically, it's this one guy. He is a bug exterminator set in the 1920s. He used to be a writer, a science fiction writer, but he didn't really do that anymore. And he gets home and he finds his wife injecting his bug powder, using it as a drug. And then from there, his reality just starts to distort into what could be real, what couldn't be real. Did he start using drugs, or is he just breaking down? It's a very weird movie.
Oh man, do you guys remember the scary movies, like one through three, that were good?
Scary Movie 2.
Scary Movie two,
I've seen them, unfortunately.
Scary Movie three is very good. They're all really funny. Four was.
I love those movies.
I know, like
My favorite part was the first one where the bigger girl gets stuck in the dog door or something. I forget. It was like a dog door in the garage, right?
Yeah, I'm actually on my Tumblr right now, and I'm looking. Someone posted it, and I love the black lady. I forget her name, but she's always like, "Cindy, another little white girl went down, fell down a well." Comes out of the TV, and then she beats the crap out of her.
That was
I don't know.
great.
I love how she's Cindy, and then like in Scary Movie three, like she's at the kindergarten room, and they say goodbye to somebody, and like crayons hit the wall, and she goes, "Yeah, who the fuck did that?" I don't know. I just thought of that. It was really funny.
Did your internet just censor yourself?
Oh man,
Your internet cut out right as you said. That's great.
That was convenient, actually. It really was. Okay, well, one thing I'm thinking about, actually, probably most of us here would probably agree, I want to say. It was just out of Lord of the Rings, I'm thinking here. I always thought the Nazguls were kind of creepy. Sorry, not the Nazguls, the Ring Wraiths. The Ring Wraiths were kind of creepy. So, I was going to say.
Now, one thing I
Yeah.
want to mention I recently saw Sinister in theaters. If any of you ever heard of that new movie, Sinister.
heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Now,
Same.
the movie wasn't really that scary, but the atmosphere was downright horrifying. Because the movie was inspired by the Slender Man. So you can imagine the atmosphere. It was like, I remember one part of the movie where the dude is just like browsing internet, researching like the supposed god that is like haunting them or whatever. And then all of a sudden he's reaching it, and then it's like zooming out, and then all of a sudden you just see all the lights just go out like quietly, just quietly.
I think you were thinking of Brenda, Josh, from Scary Movie.
Yeah, it's just
Brenda, yeah. But
It's
anyway,
hilarious.
just like, and
Bioshock.
well, what were you saying?
I'm sorry. Bioshock overall had a very great environment that was scary. Everything was scary about that game, Bioshock. There was especially one part where you walk into like this cold like doctor's room, and you go in, and like everything gets all cold or steamy. I don't know which it was. I think it was cold, and you're completely blind, and you're looking at a doctor's chair. It goes blind, and then all of a sudden it becomes clear, and you see a body there, and you're like, what the hell? So then you go over to an area and pick up like health or something, and it fogs up again. It clears. You're like, okay, nothing. You turn around, there's a guy right in your face. I mean, literally, you can see the white of his eyes. And man, it looks like we're pushing on time right now. I don't know if anyone's. We just keep mentioning scary
We're actually
stuff.
like 48 minutes and 31 seconds. So,
We'll let Grave Kid go, and then I guess we'll wrap it up for today.
Yeah, wrap it
Yeah,
up.
sorry about that. We'll wrap this right up. But as I was saying before, I always thought the ring race from Lord of the Rings were kind of creepy. How they had nothing, no face, no features. Just they were just a fog in a cloak that's scared of fire. I always thought that was kind of creepy. It was just something that not you wouldn't normally see, I guess, because how are they holding a sword, or if they're just a smog in this cloak?
You know what the best part of it is their scream.
They sound like a banshee or something. Banshee meaning like the mythical creature banshee I'm talking about. But
Not Banshee from what do you call it? From Grand Theft Auto, the car.
no. I'm talking about a banshee as in like a mythical creature. So just I always thought they were kind of creepy because they were just a mist. Like you can't even look at the thing, and it's got nothing there. It's just something that always kind of gave you chills. I don't know.
well, I think we've said all we need to say.
Jan,
Wait,
sit
what?
out. Get that stretch out.
All right, let me close this sucker.
Ow.
I'm Sam Rage of Killjoy Videos. Thank you for enjoying our Zippity Zappity podcast. Sorry, a little bit of the Cosby. A little bit of the Cosby. I'm Sam Rage of Killjoy Videos. I hope you enjoyed our Halloween edition of this podcast. If you're a continuing listener, I want to thank you, and especially Zach, who is our special guest, or our fans. Thank you for coming on.
No problem.
Yeah, we got Jimmy, who's very successful. Hey, Jimmy.
Adios.
And we got Blue Neon Pinky, and known as Jesse. And we have Loudman, the second command here, who's always on top of things. Thank you.
Don't say that. But thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to favorite these things too, because that's how more people watch, and tell your friends. That way, if they like video games, they can learn about us too.
Tweet
Yeah.
out the videos.
No, we all have YouTube pages, at least most of us, and you can always check ours out. It'll be in the description below. Please check it out.
Not
And
like they will.
sign us out.
You didn't
Great,
introduce Grave Kid, you fucking asshole. He's Canada.
That's what I'm doing right now. Great kid, sign us out.
Okay, fine. God damn it. Anyways, I'm Grave Kid from Glow Sylph Games, or Grave Kid 1701, and Grave Kid out.
Yeah, thank you, and good night, everyone, and have a good Halloween.
Mm.
Save your
Happy Halloween!